It ain't your year, bro. That shit sold up.
4 teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The shotgun, he hands it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They'll run it here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. A drive downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive. Getting that ball downfield. Stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense.
The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
So on their first drive of the game, territory. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Oh, man, this one is going to sting. I mean, you can see that this head coach and offensive coordinator, they have faith in the quarterback and the offense to deliver, and you like that. But now, their own defense is going to have to bail them out a bit here.
Where I don't debate whether or not I want the extender up.
On the run, it's Fletcher.
I think I put extender in the situation.
There before the defense brings him down.
Let's get that up to 87. Those guys are Biscuits. Fair break sack right there. Now we have extender on Silver. No, it is definitely tough. Just
Shane makes it 2nd and medium.
accuracy abilities, and then coming back to count. Get
They'll
them
use the
over
ground game here. And they'll bring him down after just a short
now extender up to gold.
Love
Then
this
they'll
opening
make
game
one
by
mix
this
it.
defense,
The
taking
accuracy
control
now.
of the line of scrimmage, not giving us back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of first down.
Let's start right here, here, card.
Oh my God.
So back through.
You thought?
So he's east-west living. Be a elusive tech player with some speed.
The offense
Bang
with
speed
some
94% of this.
I mean, go
So
ahead.
elusiveness change direction.
Try to
6 and 4 powers.
Well, I'm trying to keep you to 6.
Me, perfect. Was that Freddie Money running back?
That's how you do it.
But
The
he great.
receivers are getting away from the first tackler, but
Back
not
to
the
elusive.
second. Good
Back
job
to
to
pretty
bring him
crappy,
down
especially
and
when
prevent that third down
It has changed
conversion.
directions. Now it's changed directions. 92. So he's like last one.
So you say-
And then definitely have to shift you up. Unfortunately, he's going to
Alright.
need speed's going to shift you up here.
He missed it. Off target that time.
95 speed. Now you excel.
Will stay right where it is.
These are typically the two things I do need.
Well, that's going to go
He
down as an
didn't want to shift
interception for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down.
Anytime you like to run the toss play successfully, that means you're going to have to win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there. They got a nice game.
Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Morton. Quick throw to his receiver. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback finds an open target.
Come on, man.
That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Looking to pass it. Close to the tight end. He's wide open. Look out. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, they do a great job here on play action. The linebackers were completely fooled. 2 or 3 steps up into the line of scrimmage, opened up a nice lane behind the backers, between the safeties, for the quarterback to make the read and a good throw downfield.
Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Running through the tackle. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out of the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And the Red Raiders line it up with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
You're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Now, when he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
Boy, they're just not successful here on 2nd and goal. But let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up 3rd down.
Job for the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Dropping back, it's Morton. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Texas Tech, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
BAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. A deep shot to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Great move there. Touchdown, Hurricanes, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Here comes the bunch formation. Gonna run it. It's Williams. Breaking free at the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Back to throw. It's Morton. Quick throw complete to the tight end. It's a solid game to pick up the first down and what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. We've got a good one in our hands, which we'll hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
The Red Raiders line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Short now for the offense for the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert to keep the drive going? They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he stopped very close to the marker. Looks like it's going to be 4th down and inches. The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time.
Yeah, let's go.
They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And the first play of this drive is a big sack for this defense. These are exactly the kind of plays that can kill a drive before you even get to 3rd down. You cannot allow a big sack to start a drive like this.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Ball fielded at the 45. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. The offense will take their strategy here. The last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. Let's see how they play this one. The offense with 3 tight ends now on 1st down, trying to create a mismatch. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. The misfire on 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
To the air, it's Morton. Here's the throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
They're going to go for it, try to keep the drive going. 4th down and 7. Quarterback drops back. He's got it in the open. And he goes down after
You
a solid
serious?
gain. That's enough for a 1st down.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down now after the sack. Looking for a receiver. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That's how you finish a play.
That's some bullshit, man. What? This game here.
You know, when we were out at practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up.
Come on, man. Don't let this man do no fuck shit on y'all like that, homie. How can I not pick fucking pick the team?
Good momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And the returner will be brought down. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half.
Play nothing but cover for.
They're moving the receiver now before the
Bless, bro.
looking to pass. It's Beck. Here's a screen pass to the running back. You bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain. And the Canes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Second down after that short completion. Trying to find some room. It's Lyle.
What is that?
Bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a 1st down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time, they convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
He finds some space. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Looking downfield. It's back. Pulls it in. It's long. They bring it down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down. The Canes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Go block him. Why did they never block the left? What are they supposed to?
Chris, you know me. I love to see
That shit's so stupid, man.
corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 7. They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Miami. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And this won't be
That shit should
returnable.
bounce the
Back
fuck
to the end
down.
zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Bringing pressure. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Boy, the defense took the field. They mean business. First play of the drive, getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting them behind the chains. Love to see it.
So it's 2nd down and long here from the 13. Looking to throw. It's Morton. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunky garbage on the play.
Bro.
Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got it with room to run. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Pass not complete, but there was a lot of contact.
What?
Here comes a late flag. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Hey, he know he should have never even accepted that, bro. Come on, bro. That was insane, bro.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Play action here on first down. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech.
Boy, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver on this post pattern, a thing of beauty. Great throw by the quarterback coming off that back foot, and the receiver could not have run a better route.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they've got the returner corralled. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Dropping back. It's back. He's running out of time here. And they'll bring him down. The defense punctuating the second quarter with a big play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Red Raiders will kick this deep to begin the second half. Bringing it out, it's Joseph. It's across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
But how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Fletcher. Breaks free. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Back to throw. It's Speck. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Second and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game. And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. With the catch, it's Johnson. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's fourth down.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Fired into a tight window.
I pressed the wrong entire fucking button.
Get him down after a short return.
Jesus. What's wrong with me, bro?
Offense at the 36.
Well, this defense
I meant to
has been
throw
great
it
the
to the
entire
drag
football
again. I
game
threw
here.
it right
They
to this,
created a lot
man.
of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
On the ground, it's Williams. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Takes the toss, heads to his right. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, it's a great toss play for the first down. One of the things I love about this play is you get the ball to the back's hands. Now you allow him to see the defense, kind of stretch the defense out, and then get north and south and pick up the first down.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack there on the blitz. Big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with him, to be honest. But the list just keeps going. Michael Barrow, Jonathan Vilma, and Dan Morgan. You can go on and on and on, and this guy right now is trying to live up to that standard.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. To throw, it's Morton. Lets it go quickly. And the ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. Now the 40. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Oh, can you believe it? He dropped.
How is he always covering me, bro?
Gonna bring up 2nd down.
He's always trailing me and always knocks the ball out.
The incompletion.
Shit is so fucking weird, man.
Gets to the left side. They get him down, but that's a soft. Gain.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back, but I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
And now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Canes.
This guy's starting to prove that he is a mismatch for this defense. 2nd touchdown of the day, and a great job by the coordinator continuing to find unique ways to get this guy on one-on-one opportunities for touchdowns.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Trying to find room. It's Joyner. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Yeah, he left the party already.
Free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Well, basically.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Let's go. Fuck.
Enormous moment. We go back and forth, but that special teams touchdown could be the defining moment of this playoff game.
Man, that returner struck like lightning. That was a spectacular play, and you need to pull off a play where you're going to need it at some point.
And the point after is good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He hands it to the back, fighting him off. Look at that powerful running. Tackle made after a big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The Red Raiders looking to cash in this red zone trip. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, it's Morton. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a fourth down call.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Here we go, down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. No, he didn't make it. He did not get there. What a huge play by this defense late in this tight game. It's a heavy formation. Extra blockers on the field. And now the handoff.
Hey, number 30, bruh. Who the fuck is that?
As they gain some important breathing room.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
On first down, it's play action. He'll take a deep shot here.
Why? He didn't get you.
Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
Offense getting set. It's second down. To the air. It's back. This time it's complete.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
The Hurricanes lining up here on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Daniels. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. It's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. 3rd down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this 3rd down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Quick throw to his receiver. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking deep to the right side. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's another deep shot. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs during the late stages of this game.
Oh, Oh, so close to executing here on the fourth down play in the fourth quarter. You're only down a possession. Now you got to rely on your defense to come up with a stop and get your offense back on the field.
Here comes the first play of the drive now from the 44. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Here's the second down play. Receiver in motion now. Looking downfield. It's Beck. Gets made on the out route.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on fourth down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them to fourth down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a first down, and now this one could be over.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Tight end goes in motion. Leaning on the run game here. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. Dropping back, it's Morton. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Gain moves the ball right near midfield. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
And it's second down and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw again. Pressure is coming. He's hit as he throws it. And it's almost picked off. He trusted his arm, but a risky throw. Almost his second interception today.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up fourth down now.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Makes the catch downfield. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. No press coverage. The DB is backing up now. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round.
No wonder that nigga was beating me on the press. That nigga got press pro. Alright, bro, come on.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense just takes a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
thought up. What? What the fuck? Oh, I play Houston. Uh,
we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. The Knights will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cougars offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't.
He's going to take a shot. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Quickly to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. BYU right back to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Knights offense has the ball for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open.
Looking for the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Knights. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. The give to the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They punted away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Already a solid
You funny.
back to work with his 7-0 lead.
Yeah.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into his defense because this 3 and out
it's not bad,
has
bro.
been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Back to throw, it's Maddox. Here's a heat, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Fires to the big fella. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Trying to get the corner. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot.
Racing down the left side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, UCF.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation and time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Front run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Maddox. Makes the grab. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin.
You had put that in there yesterday too, right? Last night? The food? It was stopping up the nipple. Probably gotta get like bigger nipples or put it in a blender or something.
Deep in their own end. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. It's Wells. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. BYU lines up quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. A lot of urgency for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. Looking for a man. It's Maddox. Catch in the middle. It's Fowler. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Pressure coming. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I I tell you what, you see this a lot. Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Looking for a gap. It's Grigsby. Picks up the first down. He's loose down the left side. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Knights. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense is choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Well, defense wasn't fooled on that pass play. Great job by the defender knocking it away.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Finds his man down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Grab near the marker. It's Cheek. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit,
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Makes the grab. It's Daly. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Dropping back, it's Maddox. On the run, fires downfield. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Touchdown, Cougars. A great catch. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I know this defense feels like they missed some opportunities. Yeah, they had 2 sacks their last game out, but they feel like they left a bunch more out on the field, and they wanted to try to get to the quarterback in this game. That was finally the first time they registered a sack so far here. Curious to see how this pass rush looks the rest of the way.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The Knights are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Motion from the wideout. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play.
He's going up top. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Looking for space. It's Judowski. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, BYU.
And the running game is so important when you get inside that 10-yard line and that field starts to shrink. And it's so nice to have a back with some physicality. Great job running the football, using that stiff arm, finishing the run, and getting in the end zone.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14.
BYU 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap. It's Love. Rushes on him. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry? Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to...
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, UCF! Pulls and fires complete. This junior making his presence felt and making
missed the pick.
BYU right back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. BYU with the first and 10.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a...
I gotta throw it right there. Okay.
On first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun.
Man, what the
Defense
fuck?
there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Third down play from the gun. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Judovsky. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it.
Oh, boy, I was about to say.
And they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball. They did not. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the 4th quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on him.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And here's the pick. Oh, did they need
All
that
right, bro.
right now.
Okay.
Well, you could just feel it. He wanted
I
to
see
make
what's
that a
going on
big
here.
return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Maddox. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Plucks it out of the air. He's not even going to get close. Knocked out of bounds well behind the 1st down marker. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Opening play of the drive from the 39. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. It's complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd
Bro,
down.
this rain, dog.
Quarterback has been
It
struggling
really
to
sucks.
find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the 1st half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot. They're not able to come away with the completion.
Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Trying to do it on the ground. The Knights are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking to throw, it's Love. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The screen, and watch out. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running into the open space. Turning it on. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Knights have their offense in high gear. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Knights have it with a first and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he waltzes.
Yo. Juice ain't down here. I don't think them boys on, Sean. Yeah, they ain't on.